Amongst the most important parts of your CV is this section, your contact details. I would always advise you to have this on the top of your CV so that a recruiter doesn't have to work too hard or struggle to find how he can contact you. In the slides later, I will talk you through which contact details should be on your CV and how to format them. You should always have your email ID, ensuring that your email ID is a professional email ID, so that the recruiter or the interviewer actually takes you seriously. If you have an email ID that you may have used in your early teen years, or something that you may have used in university that you share with your friends, this shouldn't necessarily be the one that you use. Keep it professional, ideally keep it to your name, and make sure that it's something that is memorable for you and is not too long for the interviewer to actually type in order to actually avoid errors and mistakes when they're trying to email you or contact you. Secondly, including your full address is really important for your CV. A lot of times it's a worry for recruiters if someone is not able to make the journey for work, if they're not able to attend, or actually just be punctual on a day-to-day basis. Be clear on your location. Don't leave it ambiguous. The likelihood is that recruiters won't call if they feel that you've not been clear around where you live. If you are concerned that living far away from a certain location might go against you, you can always follow up with an email to say that you're comfortable with the journey. It's actually even better to do so because it's another touch point with the recruiter or the hiring manager that you're working with. Always include your contact number at the top of your CV. If you have 2 contact numbers, even better. But make sure that you're clear around what is your primary contact number, whether it's your landline or your mobile phone. It's also important to ensure that when you are looking for new job opportunities, that you have a voicemail set up on your phone. As I mentioned earlier on, recruiters are quite busy and they will only probably try and contact you once. So if there is no option to leave a voicemail, the likelihood is you might miss out on that opportunity if you're not able to pick the message up on time. Also, include your LinkedIn URL. Ensure that you always have your LinkedIn URL on your CV. However, be mindful that you don't use the self-generated LinkedIn URL from when you first logged onto LinkedIn. This can sometimes look messy with lots of numbers and icons. Rather, ensure that you customize your LinkedIn URL. If you're unsure how to do this, you can log onto the Yojo platform or go onto YouTube, and there's lots of videos that can show you how to do this. By customizing your LinkedIn URL, you'll actually achieve a number of benefits. It can look a lot more professional and tidy. It can become a lot more personalized. Can actually allow the recruiter and hiring manager to find you more easily on LinkedIn. If you're one of the few people thinking right now, I don't have a LinkedIn profile, I suggest you create one. LinkedIn is an incredibly important tool utilized by all recruiters. Once a recruiter reviews your profile, they will typically go onto LinkedIn next, in order to actually ensure all the information you're offering is accurate. Spend time on your LinkedIn, making sure that all your information is up to date, and that you're actually using it not just from a job hunting perspective, but also from a networking perspective. It's a really great tool.